Hey everybody, so I wanted to jump in today. I've been having a lot of this question, so I wanted to make sure that I was answering it and showing you how to go about adding audio to a Google Slides document. So let me jump in and show you what I mean. So let's say that you have a Google Slides presentation that you've made for your kids. So just for an example, here's some reading comprehension questions and passages. Let me jump into an actual article to show you what that looks like. Okay, so let's say you have this and you want to provide some modifications for your students to be able to come into here. Maybe they can read the article. Maybe they're having a struggle with that, so you want to put in the audio for this as well. What you could do is this. So I would actually begin with going to the Chrome web store. So it's chrome.google.com. So once you're there, there's an extension that only you need, and it's called Simple Audio Recorder. I really like this one a lot, just because it truly is really simple. So once you add that, you'll see the little extension right up here. So this is it right here, and it says click to start recording. So if I come back over here, I can read this. I can go ahead and click to start recording. Notice that it does show me in the extension that it is recording. It shows me the number of seconds. It is unlimited, so there's no issues. There's no issues with that. When I'm done recording, I just click and it turns it off. Now notice down here in the bottom corner that it does save that file. If you're on a Chromebook, it'll ask you where do you want to save it. You'll save it into your Google Drive automatically. I'm on a PC right now, so I'm actually going to jump over and I'm actually going to go into this folder. I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag this file directly inside of here. Now let's say, so there it is. That was for passage number 1. So just to keep it organized, I am going to go ahead, I'm going to rename this, and I'm going to say passage 1, and I'll save that. One of the more important things that you do right now is that you change the share settings on that audio file. So I'm going to right click the audio file. I'm going to do share. And this is super important. You want to make sure that you're going, anyone with the link is going to be able to listen to that. So you want to change that, save, and we are good to go. All right, so that's super important. If you don't do that, then you're going to get those requests in your email that say, this person wants to access this file, and it's going to be a nightmare for you, especially if you're sharing it with a group of kids. All right, so now I'm going to go back inside of my document where I wanted this. I'm going to go to Insert, Audio, and then once I'm inside of here, the most recent file, the most recent audio file that I have in my drive, that I put in my drive, is going to show up here. And notice that it says passage number 1. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to click that. And notice that it adds that in there. You can resize this just so the kids know what to do with it if you want to. And it's pretty small. There we go. Perfect. So now I could click on that and you would hear my audio that I was just recording here, but it would be your audio of the passage that you recorded. You can do this with anything. You can do this on any file that you want to. So then the kids would be able to click on this, push play, and they would be able to hear you read this for them. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, but let me reiterate here. The most important step here is that when you bring the file inside of your Google Drive, you change the share settings to make sure that it is going to be accessible to anybody. Okay, so make sure you go to share and then you go to anyone with the link can view. View is totally fine. You don't need to do edit. So anyone with the link can view. That way everyone is going to be able to hear it. Now I will make sure that I say this as well. There is a maximum number of listens to that. So for a class, totally fine. If you're sharing it for an entire grade level, then that might become an issue. One way to get around that is to share both of the files with your other teachers at the grade level. So if you're sharing this with, if you want to share it out to the entire grade level, instead of one teacher sharing it for every single kid in the grade, I would highly recommend that you give the file to those other teachers and then have them make a copy of those files and go through the same process of sharing it inside of Google Classroom. Okay, it's a maximum number per day, so it's not like we reached the max forever of listening to this file, but it is going to be per day. So like I said, if you're sharing it for an entire grade level, probably not going to work. If you're just sharing it for your class, you shouldn't have any issues with that whatsoever. Okay, but if you're sharing it wides, with a big group of people, I would definitely recommend changing the way that you do that. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you have any questions, definitely let me know. And if you're using other tools to do this, if you've used something else, definitely let me know too, because this is the way that I do it, and that's not always the very best way to do it, but it does work. So yeah, if you're using something else, if you're doing something different with your kids, I would definitely love to know that. All right. I hope that helps. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Have a great day.